Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Raheem Mostert. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Ravens nothing. Wishnowski to kick off for.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over. At the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and...
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
319.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Ravens nothing.
14-yard line, second and 11.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers again now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Now the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. 22 yards there, a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Hey, report! Report! Sit on!
Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. Jackson going to take this himself. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Blue 58! Scan 300! Scan 300! Zoom. 399!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback. And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. Brown, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The extra point.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
6-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
At the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
319.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Davante Adams, 41 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Robbie Gould lining up for the
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dee Ford drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Green 18. Hey, take 26. Green 18.
Mostert. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Ravens' 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
49er first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. There's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk, trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the 49ers have moved out in front. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson now. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Shedding through the defense. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
One more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3-yard line.
Finish it up! Yo.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the extra point.
And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.